Anybody can make mistakes, alright? All of us can make mistakes. It doesn't matter how smart you will always make mistakes. It doesn't matter how clean your heart is, you will always make mistakes. It doesn't matter how well you arranged or prepared a certain activity. In it, you could possibly make mistakes. It could be a big mistake or a small mistake, but at the end of the day, it will still be a mistake. Now, there's times in life when you do something wrong while you already know that it's wrong, while you already know that it's not right. And then when people see you doing something which is wrong, some of them will say, oh, what you're doing right now, it's wrong. Don't do that. Or, you shouldn't be doing this and that, alright? It's not acceptable. Or, shame on you for doing this and that to them. And anything like that. Afterwards, when the person who did something wrong understands his mistake, fixes his mistake, and learns his lesson from the mistake he made, then at the end, everything just goes back to normal. There's no complaining, there's no fighting, there's no arguing, none of that. Everybody already forgot about the mistake the person made and life goes on. However, there's other times when you intentionally did something wrong, or you made a mistake, or you did something by accident, and as a result, they start to laugh at you, they start to stay away from you, they start to say things about you behind your back, or maybe when a group of people sees you heading towards their direction, they're going to say things like, oh, that's the guy who did this, this, and this, that's the guy who did that, that, and that, that's the guy who did this, that, this, and that, and all of this just doesn't stop. It just keeps going. And what's worse is that sometimes, even though you acknowledged your mistake, even though you fixed your mistake, even though you learned from your mistake, they're still gonna laugh at your mistakes, make fun of you for what you did wrong, and maybe even ignore you completely. Now just picture being in this kind of situation. How are you gonna feel about it? You're gonna feel depressed, you're gonna feel extremely upset. Your mistakes, your bad habits, the things that you did wrong is basically the topic of the year. The type of topic that everybody's talking about. You will probably be the next superstar in Hollywood, Bollywood, or even Tollywood. And it's going to kill you more if it's your own family who's doing this to you. Because they are the ones who is supposed to tell you to not mind these people. To tell you that all this will soon just pass. To tell you that everything will be okay at the end. However, if they are the ones who is just constantly making fun of you and keeps talking about the bad habits and the mistakes that you made in the past, then who's going to be there for you now? You see? So for this situation, here's what you gotta do. First of all, you have to be honest with yourself and admit that you have bad habits. Afterwards, you gotta remove those bad habits completely out of your heart. You gotta remove it completely. In order to remove those bad habits, you have to find the causes of those bad habits. What causes you to do or to perform those bad habits, the root causes. And then when you start removing one of your bad habits, go to the next bad habit. Thereafter, you just simply follow the same procedures that you followed when you were removing the first bad habit. And then you go to the next bad habit, and then the next bad habit, and then the next bad habit. Then continue this process until you get rid of all your bad habits. Once you finally get rid of all your bad habits, replace them with good habits. And then you just improve in those bad habits. Improve them to the highest level, as high as possible. And don't remove any of your good habits out of your heart. Just keep it in there and don't let it fall out. Now, at the end of this whole process, something good is going to happen to you. Something which will put a big smile on your face. Something that you didn't realize that's going to happen at the end. That good thing is that you'll come to realize that you're no longer who you used to be. You are now a new version of who you used to be. In other words, you have become a better version of your past self. And that is good, of course, because you changed. Because you got rid of all your bad habits and replaced it with good habits. However, this isn't the end, alright? There's something that you have to know. Just like I said before, sometimes even though people already know that you acknowledged your mistakes, that you fix your mistakes, that you learn from your mistakes, they are still going to laugh at your mistakes, make fun of you for what you did wrong, say bad things about you behind your back, about something that you did which was, I don't know, very stupid, and they may even ignore you. They don't want to talk to you anymore. Up to this point of this video, you may not understand what I'm trying to tell you guys. What I'm trying to say is that don't let people put you down. Don't let people make you feel bad about what you did in the past. Don't make people make you feel bad about yourself. If this is how people are going to treat you after trying to make a change for yourself, then just forget about them. Just put those types of people aside and then move on with your life. It's okay if people cannot forgive you for whatever you did wrong to them or for whatever mistake you made with them. That's completely normal. But if they're gonna mistreat you in this type of manner, even after fixing or acknowledging your mistakes, then that is wrong. And of course, I'm not trying to say that it's okay for you to do something bad to another person. That's not the point of this video. And if you do something wrong to another person, then apologize and see what you can do to fix it. And if you do something wrong to another person, then apologize and see what you can do to fix it. You have your own life, you have your own path. You can't waste time being upset and depressed about the way people are treating you, because they're only bringing sadness into your heart from the way they're treating you. Honestly, I don't care who that person is, alright? I don't care who that person is. I don't care if it's your grandmother, your grandfather, your uncles and aunties and cousins, your siblings, or even your mommy and daddy. It doesn't matter. If they want to talk a lot of trash about the bad habits that you had in your past, then let them. If they want to yap like a donkey about the mistakes that you made in the past, then let them. You want to know why? It's because while they be busy yapping like a donkey about your bad habits and mistakes that you made in the past, you, the smart one, will be busy working on yourself towards becoming a better version of yourself for your future. So basically, while you eat the food of self-change, the food of self-improvement, the food of self-rectification, and they, on the other hand, will be eating your waste. And that's disgusting. Ew. Since that's the case, then why should you even give a damn about what they say? You are heading the right direction. You are going through the right path. Not only that you moved on with your life, but you also became a better version of yourself. And with that new version of yourself, you will carry it towards the future. At the end of this devastating and terrible situation, there will be a moment of realization. At the moment that they finally realize that you're no longer who you used to be, it will be the same moment that they will finally realize that the way they treated you is only a clear reflection of who they are.